Hello, hello.
Almost
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday Eve.
I obviously didn't get the memo about the green.
No. I don't even
Green
think we
tie,
knew we
not
had the
kidding.
memo
Well,
about
you
the
guys
green.
are on it.
Oh, man. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here on KARE 11 News at noon. We have made it to Friday Eve. Lots to get into in this show. Cece, what are some of the top headlines you're following today?
Yeah, so I've got new info about a fiery wrong way crash from overnight. Big news about that. Plus, why the largest school district in the state could shut down in just a matter of months.
Big news. And then what about the weather? I'm okay with this so far.
It's not bad. Yeah, we're brightening things up a little bit. It was a cloudy start to the day. We saw most of those showers stay to our south, and now it's just really about that gusty wind. That pesky wind will be with us not only today, but probably through the remainder of the weekend. As we head into Saturday, the wind finally starts to calm down a little bit. Sustained winds between 15 and 25 miles per hour, but we are again brightening things up. After an overcast start, you could see most of those showers stayed across southern Minnesota. Places along the I-90 corridor saw up to, I believe, 1/3 of an inch of rain, but again, that stayed south of the Twin Cities. That rain is going to stay south and east of Minnesota, and even a chance for some severe weather over the central part of the country. We are on the quiet side, and we actually will stay dry not only through the rest of the week, but probably through the rest of the weekend as well. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. We will see some clouds filter in. These are those fair weather, puffy cumulus clouds that are not going to produce any rainfall for us. Temperatures peaking in the lower 50s, still about 8 degrees cooler than average. We will cool off more before we start to warm up, and I do expect there to be 60s back in our forecast as early as Sunday. We'll have a closer look at that forecast just ahead, Alexis.
Ben, thank you. Our top story at noon, we have brand new information about a fiery wrong way crash in Mounds View. It's a story we covered all morning on KARE 11 Sunrise. So Cece, the video that we have for this, unbelievable. What were you able to find?
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that wild video in a minute here. But first, within the last 3 hours, we learned that this crash happened because of a chase. Everything started around 1:30 this morning, so just over 10 hours ago. Officers saw 2 vehicles driving south on 35W, so right here near this County Road H area. They were cutting each other off, driving at very high speeds. Authorities followed that car they felt was the most aggressive into the area of West County Road E2, which is right here, right down 35W. Eventually, though, they ended the chase because it just got way too dangerous. Not too long after that happened, take a look at your screen. In the area of Highway 10 and 35W, officers were called to this crash involving a car driving the wrong way on Highway 10. And shortly after you see there the crash, you can see the wrong way car goes up in flames. When officers got there, they determined that the vehicle driving the wrong way was the same car they were chasing, and police say it had just been stolen. And, you know, both drivers were taken to Hennepin County Medical Center, and surprisingly, they'll both be okay. And Alexis, of course, this incident is still under investigation, but a very wild start to the morning.
The moment we saw those flames and the smoke, it's hard to believe that someone can walk away from that. Wow. Cece, thank you for that update. And of course, a development in the Apple River stabbing case. We know now when Nikolai Mew will be sentenced. A judge set the date for July 31st. Last week, a jury found him guilty on all charges. Mew stabbed 5 people last summer on the Apple River. One person, 17-year-old Isaac Schumann of Stillwater, died that day. Mew could face up to 97 years in prison. Right now, there's a huge showdown involving the state's largest school district. If the board doesn't approve a budget by July 1st, the district could essentially shut down. Jennifer Hoff explains the reason behind this uncommon drama.
The Anoka-Hennepin School District is the state's largest, serving nearly 40,000 students, like sophomore Trini Mogaka.
For me, it's more than just expressing my originality. It's having a sense of community here and not being judged by it. It's just really, it's very affirming.
A sense of inclusivity now threatened after board member Matt Audette posted this online, writing he and 2 other members can't vote in favor of this year's budget that funds gender and racial equity programs. And without a majority, the budget won't pass and the district can't spend any money, from teacher salaries to construction projects.
I think they're just feeling so uncertain of where this is coming from.
Jalen Giles teaches social studies that now includes ethnic studies, something Audette wrote he won't support. The district, though, citing dozens of state and federal laws that require it includes some of what he objects to.
They're wondering, are we allowed to learn this? Are we allowed to do this? And there's really nothing you can say to comfort them, because it's just very uncertain.
Several board members are backed by the conservative Minnesota Parents Alliance that says education is at a crossroads, vowing to help parents organize and change its trajectory.
But that's not what the purpose is. The lasting impact in what is being communicated to our diverse families in this district is that you are insignificant, you don't get a voice.
It's 2024 and we are taking like 5 steps back when we should be evolving and moving forward.
And only 2 board members responded to our interview request, not including Audette, writing in a statement that no decisions have been made and discussions will continue next week. If the budget does not pass, it will be unlike anything that has ever happened in this state before, as the district is also grappling with a budget deficit and has to make $25 million in reductions. A rally at the state capitol kicked off just minutes ago, calling on lawmakers to take action regarding tobacco laws. Young advocates from all across the state are joining the Take Down Tobacco rally in support of a bill to end the sale of flavored commercial tobacco products here in Minnesota. A statewide poll shows 62% of Minnesotans support it. And we could soon see a vote in the Minneapolis City Council on an ordinance that would nearly double the price of a pack of cigarettes. Carla Holt has the details.
The Minneapolis City Council may vote on whether to hike tobacco products to $15 minimum. The plan also calls for cutting out coupons, raising penalties for selling to minors, and closing the sampling loophole that lets people smoke indoors. Supporters say it's simple. Studies show people quit smoking if it's more expensive. But several people who smoke told us it won't change their habits. And small businesses say it will hurt their bottom line.
Well, there's an all-hands-on-deck effort by drug makers to produce more weight loss medications, but a shortage could continue into 2025. Just a few hours ago, the Today Show aired an interview with Eli Lilly and Company's vice president, who says the company is working as fast as they can. Right now, there are approximately 80,000 people taking Zepbound, a drug that was just approved by the FDA about 5 months ago and is already in short supply. As of this week, all but one dosage was listed as limited availability throughout the month, the end of June, on the FDA's website.